Welcome to your daily focus for December the 9th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. So, December the 9th. The 9th is the Hermit card, is it not? The Hermit energy. So, um, we have Mercury going into Sagittarius today. So when we look at the Hermit, we want to question where we're going, the steps we want to take, the actions we want to do. We want to think them through. We want to have a plan. We want to tap into our sage wisdom for what didn't work in the past and how to do it differently, maybe going forward. Now, if you have the numerology of the day up, it's A15. So that's the devil. The devil is about releasing, letting go, cutting the strings. So a beautiful meditation that you can do very easily is take a couple of deep breaths, get centered, relax, let the tension out, and imagine asking St. Peter to take his mighty sword and cut through the cords that bind you to environments, to situations, to things, to people, through perceptions, even your mind, cutting away things of no value or thoughts that lead us astray, our negative thoughts perhaps. And 1 plus 5 is a 6, which is the Lover's card. So relationships, growing them stronger, growing them deeper. But the 6 also holds the energy for our health, our well-being, our routines. So we're looking at our routines, how to change them up. Maybe we're wasting time or energy or resources on certain parts of our day. And we can move forward with different steps, different actions. Maybe it's our health. Maybe it's how we take care of ourselves. So once again, Mercury, we're going to be wanting to learn about it. Our thoughts are going to be on fire. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a whole bunch of cards, so we're not doing that. Let's cut the cards and see where we are. Sun is in Sagittarius. Optimistic, fire Sagittarius. And the moon is in Taurus, so we want to feel that grounded. We want to feel that security. We want to step into that stability. We want to make sure that we have the resources. Our first card is, look at this, the devil. It is that day, isn't it? The 15 energy, the devil comes out. So in this deck, it's the phoenix rising out of the ashes. It's about being reborn. It's about allowing the things that weigh you down or burden you to simply fall away, to burn around you, to turn to ash, and for you to emerge as this new creation, this new being, with a new path, a new life, a new outlook, a new understanding. A new love coming into your life. A new passion bubbling up inside of you. We have the Knight of Wands. Don't forget, it's always time to be grateful. Grateful for what you've walked through. The good and the bad, yes, and the bad. Because it has molded you into the person you are. And never think for a second that something that you have gone through in your life is meaningless. That the struggle wasn't there because you had to know. So, and just the other day, okay, so my one son, he's mid-20s. And when he was 2, he started having seizures, but it wasn't the drop down on the ground kind. It was a very blank stare and just kind of being dead weight. And so my brother phoned me because he's taking care of mom, right? Mom's with him now. And said that she had one of those fainting spells. And I started talking about, you know, how my son was very much like that, except I said he didn't ever pass out. His eyes were always open. He says, "Oh, well, her eyes don't close either." So we were looking so strongly at strokes, and that's where the doctor's vision was. That's where the nurses were. That's where we were. That we didn't connect. We thought the two were one of the same. So now they're looking at seizure medications and testing her for that. So well, we nip it in the bud, right? So I learned all of that about seizures and so much more. The conversation went on, of course. But I learned so much at that time, and it was such a struggle and a heartache, and watching your child go through anything, right? They fall down and scrape their knee, we're feeling bad. So, why did I have to go through that? And that was to have the immediate answers and knowledge to put two and two together before anybody else could, because I walked the path. So don't think that you didn't go through something horrific and it didn't make you into the person you are today, but more so to help you on your path to bring in happiness and joy. Because every day that my mom's on the planet still brings happiness and joy to my heart. So what is it for you in your life? And then we have the high priestess. Wow, powerful energy. This is sitting in quiet contemplation and realizing the magic that is already in you. That you haven't even mined yet. You haven't even got to yet. The gems that are inside of you, the beauty that's inside of you. This could be your talents. This could be your abilities. This could be really stepping into something daring and new and magical and exciting. This could be a magical time for you. This could be a very intuitive time for you, where you just know, and things just fall into place. So this isn't a day to lay back and relax. This is a day to get out there and, or at least get out there mentally, right? Do some research, educate yourself in some way, grow your knowledge. We'll get our well-being cards here. So I think it's a very strong day. It's a very strong day to, um, you know, we're stronger, we're braver, we are more optimistic, we are more hopeful, and with the Sag Sun and it being in Sag, Mercury moving into Sagittarius, so we're going to have probably close to a month, maybe 3 weeks of this beautiful, potent energy to grow our thoughts, our dreams, our potential to see what we can do, what we can master, who we can become, what we can step into. And we're in new moon energy, so we're going to be looking for the new and the exciting. And maybe through that, some of those habits or behaviors or environments that our people that we were once attached to just doesn't fit all of a sudden. Maybe that's the magic in it, is it just happens so easily. And no one else needs to know this. Nobody else needs to know this. This isn't a day to grandstand. So watch Sag, watch Mercury and Sag, because we could be growing a tail, right? We would just want people to listen to us and how great we are. And this is what we're doing. And this is what we're going to step into. And this is what we're going to accomplish. And we ended up doing none of it because we used all that energy into standing there and talking to people about it. People don't need to know. Okay? Let them bump into you on the street and say, "Oh my gosh, you're looking great. What are you doing?" And let them guess. Let them guess, because there'll be a twinkle in your eye. You'll be pumped. You'll be moving forward because you are using the energy in action rather than just words. And it may be learning and growing your mind so that you can step into something that you haven't been able to up to this point. But this isn't a day to grandstand. This isn't a day to shout it out to the world. This is a time to get to work on ourselves. Learn what we need to learn, educate ourselves, grow our thoughts, our ideas, to contemplate our magic within. It's not necessary for even one other person to understand the law of the universe. You are the attractor of your experience, just you. So it doesn't matter what everybody else is thinking about you. They're not sending the energy forward for you to actually step into that. Chances are, if they really believe you, they're probably going to hope a little bit that you don't get there, because then what does that say about them, right? Let's get to an animal card. So I think it's a beautiful, strong energy day that we could really use in our favor to move forward in some small way, some small step. Even if it's just a little bit of daydreaming today, at least you've done something and utilized this energy in a positive way. We have, you know what, the deck was upside down. I'm not going to go with that. No way. When the deck is upside down, I get these negative, wrong cards. I do. I get the wrong cards. I'm very particular about how my deck has to be, and for a reason, so I apologize for the reshuffle, but I looked at the card and I said, that doesn't make sense, and it was upside down, and if you've watched me for any length of time, you know that I'm adamant about that. We have eye on the prize. That's a little bit better. Eye on the prize, see? Have to have the deck in a certain way for the right card to come up. Keep your eye on the prize, your focus of your tomorrow. The vulture. You know, I didn't really like vultures all that much until I got this deck. I love vultures now. Release goals, vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. So that means sitting and meditating or looking within, or dreaming of the possibilities, dreaming of the impossible. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself. The things other people told you, it was just their opinion, you took as the truth, you've carried it with you, it's molded you in a part of who you are today. Giving up emotional baggage and putting a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you you've waited long enough to gain the life you want. You've spent time wasted looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. It's now time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make an effort to finish them. Completion helps open the doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, sparkling up your resume and sending it out, getting a new do, whatever works for you. New outfit maybe, makes you feel like $1 million. Why not? Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for next season. You too have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the same. And that is the Uranus energy. Uranus is our only planet that is retrograde. So, of course, it has to make a little bit of a comment in here on today, being our only retrograde. You know, right now it's retrograde so that we can find the balance between mind, body, and soul. that we can bring everything into a better balance, so that we can go forward. Because once we're balanced, new things can happen, and we can just go with the flow and step right into them and see where it pops us out. And it's beautiful. Usually it's beautiful energy where we're popped out, because we stop being in charge of it. You too have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the prize. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.